In this very quick video, I'm going to show you one of the pro features that you get when you have a Brisk Pro account. Now, to do all this, you need to have the Brisk Chrome extension installed. Once you do it, it should appear in your bottom right. Just a reminder, you can move your little Brisk icon around to a more convenient place if that is helpful. So I'm going to show you how it can do some marking on a Google Doc, help with some marking and some targeted feedback. So to do that, I have a essay produced by a pupil here. I'm going to click on the Brisk icon. And I'm going to move it down because now we can't see all the settings. There we go. And you've got the option to give feedback. Now, previously you've had access to these three, but this one here is one that's part of the Pro account. Anything that's part of the Pro account has this schools and district icon to it. So if I go back and go to create, and I go down here, you see anything that's got this kind of school icon here. These are the Pro things that you can only do on the Pro account. So I'm going to go to give feedback. I'm going to go to a targeted one. And to do that, I'm going to give a comment. So I'm going to suggest this. Give specific feedback aligned to standards or the rubric. Be positive and concise. Target the comments to Bob. Now for this, you don't actually really have to write much here, but just kind of a standard overview just to help it understand. Then you've got the option to upload a rubric. Now that can be the mark scheme. So if I go and grab a mark scheme for A-level, and you can see this is the A-level mark scheme for philosophy. So I've just taken this from the specification and copied it down. So I've got it there. And you'll see it's linked. It's for the A-level. We've got an A01 criteria and we've got an A02 criteria. It's got these headings for each kind of section. So I'm just going to upload that there. And once you've done that, it will kind of take a couple of seconds to load and you'll see the rubric kind of appear down here. And then you can then set the level of it. So 12th grade, whatever. Now it's American, so generally go a year above or just go slightly higher because I think generally going higher gives you better responses. So I'm going to pop this to university, for example. And now you can choose targets, as we've done. And then when you're happy with that, I click Brisk. And this is what it will do. This is what I think is quite interesting. So you'll go through the essay. What it's actually now going to do is it's going to leave comments on the essay linked to the so the rubric, linking to what the rubric is asking for. Now, I've used this a few times to kind of try it out, and actually I found the comments to be much more detailed than I would give. I'd more like it to write vague in the margin. But if we have a look through these now, you'll see that they are they're put in draft mode, so you can now edit them and change them. And once you're happy with them, you click comment, essentially. So you can. I'll just give you a second to have a look at some of these. And I found these to be quite useful comments generally. So with this feature, you can put targeted Google comments on. And once you're happy, then you click comment and it will appear as a comment for the pupil to read. This, along with the other sort of feedback, can be really useful. So again, if I go now to rubric criteria, and I've got my rubric still here, and I click Brisk it again. This one's part of the free account, but I'm just trying to show different kind of elements of it. You see now, using the rubric, it's now breaking it down to different level areas that is required for it. So it's picked out in the rubric, they are marked on these different areas. And I'm just going to move this down a bit so we can see all of it. Now again, once I'm happy with that, if I go to the bottom of the essay and I click Insert here, it will actually just pop it in like that. So now that in terms of building up feedback, I've now got this, and I've got the kind of comments. I could also go to here, give feedback, and click Glow and Grow. Slightly annoying names, but there we go. And again, what you could either do is you could either use all of these or use some of them or so on and so forth. So you can see here we've got what they did well, what even better if, and then some next steps. Now again, you can change this. It's completely editable, but for now I'm just going to click Insert, show what it looks like. So they get this as well. So using Brisk, actually, you can begin to give quite good targeted feedback. Obviously, you're doing this with your feedback as well, but as a kind of starting point, it can be really, really useful. And as I say, the area of leaving comments via Google Docs is one that's only part of the Pro account.